Okay, so it's been a while since I made a video. It's probably 4:30 in the afternoon, so the sun is right in my face. But this is the garden. It's kind of been an ongoing process here with the various types of plants we've got. Some things, because this was a mild winter, some things did not die out, and so I've decided, I don't know about if it's wise or not, but to let them continue growing, not having to plant them. I don't think I'll let them do that too long. Do want to get into some sort of rotation with the plants. But the tomatoes that are back here, they decided to not die out, and they're really going nuts. The Swiss Charge that's down here is actually more healthy than I've seen it ever. One of those is a year old. One of those plants is a year old. Let it stay, and then the others are have at least survived through the winter. I'll kind of get a close-up of those pretty soon. Just started planting various different items. Some lettuces and onions that are about to be done here pretty quick. But I planted some corn for the first time this year, and I've heard mixed reviews on whether or not to do that. I'm going to do it. It's my garden, so I can do whatever I want. So. What else? Definitely bell peppers. We love to eat bell peppers. Tons of onions. We had some amazing romaine and Napa cabbage, which turned out great. You can see I've still got my citrus plants. Maybe you can see them in the back here. And finally, this grapevine is going to produce some grapes, which is amazing. I'm very happy about that. I'm thankful for YouTube and Google to be able to figure out how to prune that thing and make it produce, give it what it needs to produce. So it looks like we have at least 10 or 12 clusters, whereas last year we had 0. So I'm pretty happy about that. So right now, I'll kind of just show you where we're at in the garden. I'm going to be planting some new stuff today, and hopefully be able to update it a little more frequently, let's say. So let's get to it. Okay, so here are my tomatoes, and again, like I said, they decided to keep growing, and they didn't die, and so I decided to let them go a little bit. I got to get in here, do some major pruning, but there are hundreds of little flowers, particularly on the grape tomatoes and the cherry tomatoes, and those things I've already eaten a bunch of those things, so let me kind of get a close-up of those. So this is just one of several. You can see there's various bunches of these flowers all over, but this one here is kind of representative. I mean, there's tons and tons of these, and these grape tomatoes and cherry tomatoes, they're all over the place. If you pan over here, I'll try not to be too jerky about it, but you can see, maybe you can see how many of these things are going. So pretty remarkable, and I'm excited about having tons and tons of tomatoes. So this is bed number 1. The first one we built, and you can look at the video of how we built it, or how I built it, I should say. Another one of my videos. Used to have romaine and some Napa cabbage that were amazing. I'll try and put some pictures of that up. But now I just have some onions, and what I did was I got a bunch of onions and started just planting them in between the lettuces and the various things that they can grow well with. And so these were sort of a last minute idea. So I went ahead and did that. I'll show you the next bed and you'll see what I mean. I'm kind of losing some light here, but this bed, I never got around to pulling my pepper, my chilies and my jalapenos, poblanos and Anaheim chilies out. So they're still in the back waiting to be replaced. Not sure what I'm going to do with those, but The front here had some spinach and onions. Again, just kind of placed in between. They seem to be doing really well. You'll see how many onions we really have coming up here. So this bed is a bed of onions. The front is different. It's got just the regular white onions or green onions, the small ones basically that you use to cook with, you know, stir fries and whatnot. And in the back are the red onions that I had last year, and actually used the seeds that I had from those plants last year, and man, they are doing really well. Let me see if I can get a close-up on a couple of those bad boys. Here's one, probably one of the larger ones, and maybe 3.5, 4 inches in diameter. This looks really, really nice. Inevitably, you're going to get twins if you don't thin them out properly. So here's a set of twins here. Bed number 4 here, we've got bell peppers in the back, Swiss chard in the front. Again, this Swiss chard is just amazing. Even my bell peppers, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them that just made it through the winter. We didn't really have much of a winter here in California, Southern California. So it's kind of a curse and a blessing, I guess. So, but they're already producing some big bell peppers, and the babies, or the new ones, are coming up pretty nicely. So it's bed number 4. Just want to kind of show you a couple of these bell peppers here that are growing pretty good size. This is from a plant again that just made it through the winter, no problem. Let's see, sorry about that. You know, they're just pretty hardy plants, it looks like. And there's a few up top here, if you can see that. Oh, I'm getting focus there. Yeah, just all in all, pretty hardy plants. And then we've got our new ones here. And these are just, these pieces of metal here are like signs that your real estate agent would use, the metal framing for those. So I tie 2 of them together, and they make good stands for bell peppers, because these bell peppers seem to get kind of heavy. So it's a little trick that I learned. All right, bed number 5 here. Corn and some cucumbers, which are not doing that great. So I'm gonna have to replace those with something else. Maybe squash, maybe some pumpkins, not quite sure yet. We shall see. So, but again, I'm pretty excited about this corn. So I'll keep you updated on that. And finally, bed number 6, we did have, in the back there, had some broccoli. Took that out. Still haven't cleared this one out. I have onions, some what they call red romaine in the front there, and some celery, which I think I'm not going to do again. And if I do, maybe just do a few here and there, because it didn't turn out as great as I'd like. Did eat them, and we're still eating them a little bit here, but they're tiny, skinny. The flavor's amazing, but of course. But I'm not sure if it's worth it to plant those. So this bed is going to get revamped pretty quick here. So this is my grapevine I was telling you about. If you've watched other videos, you've seen it. It's starting to flourish, starting to do really well. Several clusters of grapes, which I'll get a quick zoom in or a quick close-up of for you. But just amazing when you properly care for these things, what they do. They produce like they're supposed to. So here's one grape cluster. Again, there's probably at least a dozen or so. There's another one right up here. So really a nice cluster. And then if you move up a little bit more, you're supposed to, I think, have 2 per new growth vine. But I've only seen 1 on this so far. If you look back in here, you see another one there. It's just really cool to be able to see that. just that growth. It's pretty awesome. Had a couple of new additions to the garden going in. This is just a navel orange, which citrus does really well here where we live, as well as this, I think it's called an Oro Blanco grapefruit. So those two are going in. Also have over here, I know the lighting's not that great, but we've got a peach and a plum tree of various types, a couple different types. So looking forward to adding those. Those are ultra dwarf, and supposed to not get over 6 feet, although they both are over 6 feet right now. So we'll see how that goes. So that's pretty much the, oh, hold on, still have some herbs to look at. So here is some parsley and some sage that we began growing. And then over here, this is pretty cool. This is a volunteer of the barrage. You can see these amazing flowers. They kind of point downward. Let's see if I can get them to focus in here. And just an amazing flower. And there's dozens and dozens of them, as you can see. Really a cool, you can eat these. They're really, to me, they taste like a mix between a kiwi and a cucumber. Very light, faint flavor, but pretty awesome. And then back, if I back up here, let's see. That's a new basil. Basil, very sensitive, will not overwinter at all. So this new stuff looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see it there. Zoom in and just kind of take a good look at that one there. Oh yeah. My wife loves basil, makes pesto sauce all the time. And it's really kind of a neat homemade dressing that she does. They're really good. So, okay, I think that's it for everything. Let's do a quick overview again. So here is the entire setup. Got 6 raised boxes. They're each about 3.5 feet wide, 7 feet or more deep. And then I've got that back wall there that's about nearly 3 feet deep, and the raised portion of it. It goes about, I don't know, 80, 90 feet. So the extent of this is these 6 boxes. I don't know, it's probably 30 feet, 30 to 40 feet in total, with a couple foot gaps in between. So I love having this set up. I'm actually thinking of taking over some more grass, so I'll probably do that soon. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and leave your comments below.